Alright, path of the ball is kicked from the ground can be modeled by this function. So this is the function we're going to be messing with. If you kind of take a look at this, again, it's like a lot of these that we've been dealing with so far. So we just got to understand what the question is asking. This question in particular is asking how high, so it's looking for a height. So our variable here is t, that's time. So as time passes, this function is going to spit out the height. So in other words, we need to find the y value, or the f of t. That's going to tell us how high this thing's going to go. How high is the ball at its highest point? So we look at highest point, and that's just the vertex. It's the vertex of this parabola. So I need to go find the vertex. The way I find the vertex, my x, or my t value in this case, is going to be negative b over 2a. So here I've got an a of negative 16 and a b of 80. So negative b looks like negative 80 over 2 times negative 16 after we plug a and b in. So the amount of time that this takes is going to be, that's going to be a positive 80 divided by 32, which is 2.5. So this is going to be the amount of time that it takes when it starts on the ground. It's going to come up and then hit its highest point. That's that vertex. That's the amount of time that it takes to hit that highest point. And then after it hits the highest point, it's going to decrease and then hit the ground. So there's my other point. So here's the amount of time. We want to know how high, though. How high? So what I do is I take this value and I plug it back into the function. So f of 2.5, or in other words, when I plug 2.5 in, my height is negative 16 times 2.5 squared plus 80 times 2.5. Simplify with the calculator if you need to. 2.5 squared. Remember, this is the only thing that's being squared here, the 2.5. So the negative 16 stays out front. 2.5 squared is 6.25. Plus 80 times 2.5 is 200. And then negative 16 times 6.25, again, you can use your calculator. That should give you a negative 100 plus 200. So in other words, after 2.5 seconds, this ball is going to be 100 feet in the air. There's my answer.